Hey everybody, welcome back to Heat My Shorts. I hope your day's been going well. We are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, episode 38 of Flying Across Canada. I'm gonna have a seat in my pilot's chair and tell you what's going on here. So we're back at Churchill Airport in Manitoba today. The code here is Charlie Yankee Quebec. Again, this is episode 38 of Flying Across Canada. I'm just putting my pilot shoes on right now. I realized I forgot to put those on. This is actually take two. I forgot to put my cushion back on the chair, and it was kind of a hard set down when I went to sit down in the chair. Got the mouse all out of whack and everything. It was quite the thing. Anyways, today we're in an ATR 42-600. We're heading 184 nautical miles southeast and arriving at Shamattawa Airport. And the code there is Charlie Zulu Tango Mike. It's an estimated 37-minute flight. So let's take it to the outside and show you what this aircraft looks like. See, we do have a little bit of snowfall. We do have a substantial headwind on this takeoff, but that should be okay. And that's our aircraft. This is our ATR 42-600. And you can see we got a little bit of ice on it this evening as well. It's a little chilly out here. We do have our de-icing activated, so we should be okay. Now let's quickly check our rudder and our elevators, ailerons. Everything seems all good. Everything is free. So get our camera angled a little bit better there, and let's take it back to the inside. And we are all ready for takeoff. We are cleared for takeoff, so I am going to apply my tow brakes, release my parking brakes, get ready to set my timer here. I left a note for myself once again. So let's start that timer, throttle up, and take off. Go a little bit of rudder correction there. And let's rotate. And we're up. Definitely windy. Bring our landing gear up. Level our flaps. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Keep an eye on our heading there, because I cannot see much of the ground here. And let's bring up our map. Let's see where we're heading. I think we're heading, yeah, basically in the right direction. Needs a little bit of correction there. A little bit of direction correction. A little bit stressful taking off with not much visibility. Oh, there's our stall deal. Slowly bringing it around here. There we go. More or less. Right around there. Actually, we may have overcorrected that one. Let's bring it back a little bit. Something like that. Alrighty, now let's get this bird leveled. We do have quite a bit of a pull to the left there. Alright, let's take it to the outside. I suppose we could turn off this nav for now. Turn off our lights. really is not much to look at here. Can't see the ground, can't see much of the sky. We are still climbing though, so we might punch through those clouds. Okay, let's check our heading once again. Takes a moment to load up. Not bad. Alright, so I'm gonna take this time to talk about our aircraft a little bit. Hold on one moment, actually. Okay, I had a message. I did invite Sim Famous on this flight, but he's doing some new graphics settings testing on his system, so he wasn't able to join us for this flight. I was concerned that that might have been a message from him, but it was a message from my buddy Ian. I'll have to read that once I get this airplane on the ground, Ian. So, let's see here. The 42-600 is a twin turboprop airliner produced by Franco-Italian manufacturer ATR with final assembly done in France. The first prototype 42 flew in August of 1984, and the first production 42-300 was introduced in December of 1985. This model, the 42-600, was introduced in October of 2007 and is still in production at the time of this flight. 497 units had been built in the 42 lineup as of January 2023. It's primarily used by FedEx, Canadian North, and Silver Airways. The 42 refers to the number of seats of the original version. I don't 100% know what they mean by that, so that's how it started, and it doesn't have that many seats anymore, I guess. The maximum altitude is 25,000 feet. Cruise speed is 300 knots. And the range is 703 nautical miles. I was getting a little bit distracted while I was reading there because I could see some nice scenery out the windows now. That is beautiful. Zoom out a little bit and have a look around. Oh yeah. See, I was hoping we'd get a little bit of that. Seems I need to adjust my pitch. It wants to nose up on me. There we go, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to get out of that fog there. It was quite limited visibility there. I'm hoping we have some decent visibility when we go to land in Shamattawa. I love that name. I guess that is the name of the indigenous reservation there. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah. Quite out of heading here. Bring that one back. Something like that. And maybe we'll even climb above this little cloud system here. We should be alright with that. Maybe? Maybe not. It's actually closer than it looks. We will be flying through this system, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. I don't see any lightning or anything like that in there. We'll just be flying by instruments for a couple minutes there. That's okay. What else? Not really much else to talk about because we just hung out. Got a really good burn off of those two tinctures combined. If you didn't see that video, it's worth checking out. Actually, funny thing about that, we're still in the same room. I did leave to do a couple of things. I had a little snack and I hung out with Maggie, and that was about it actually. Other than that, I've been hanging out in here. But this is the editing station and flying station, and if we're filming in here, that's just one more thing that we're doing in this room today. Which is alright. This is a pretty fun room to hang out in. We got guitars and crafts and Star Wars stuff, and all the Lego boxes are in here actually. Not too much to look at out these windows at the moment. Co-pilot has just stepped out of the cockpit for a moment. And there we go. Some blue skies visible once again. Beautiful flight. Let's take it back to the outside. That is quite nice. Yeah, I think I've seen these aircraft over Kamloops and at the Kamloops airport before. Not necessarily in this livery. This is the Air Saint Pierre livery. I just chose this one because I just like the way it looked. I like the blue. We do have the Silver Airways livery. It's a nice pink one actually, but I just decided to go with this one. Once again, we are off course. I should just fly south for a little bit here, get us back on our heading line there, that pink line on the VFR map. That for a moment there. Have a look at the bank of switches and fuses there, and behind us as well. Oh, not me. There's a lot of buttons and switches to push in this aircraft, for sure. So I hope you're all having an awesome day today. I really honestly, yeah, I got no complaints today. I'm feeling well today. I'm feeling good. I'm well rested. I'm enjoying the day. Made a couple of videos, you know, in the process of making a second one. I'm counting that. Although you never know. I was having a little bit of issues with this simulator last night and this morning actually. Last night the whole system crashed and just shut off and went back to the desktop. And then this morning, just as I was getting ready to film, the sound shut off for not long, just, you know, actually I was in the kitchen and I noticed that it just cut instantly. So I came in here and as soon as I bumped the mouse, the sound turned back on, so that's good, but I'm hoping that we don't have any audio issues like that during this flight. You can see our windshield wiper there's gotten quite frosted up on the outside of the windshield there. Yeah, this is a cool turboprop aircraft for sure. I guess it hasn't been out for that terribly long from what I understand. I didn't notice when it came out, but I do have it now, so that's nice. I wonder if that's the wind. I wonder if the wind just keeps drifting us over that way. Because that's a struggle to stay on course today. I am grateful that the clouds have opened up nicely for us. I suppose we could have a look, see what kind of camera angles are offered for this aircraft. Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, that one's classic. That one kind of looks funny on this aircraft, to be honest. Looks like a very strange aircraft from this angle, but I do kind of like that. That's a good one. That's a nice view. Right at the wingtip. You can even see the bulb on the marker light there at the very tip of the wing at the front on the left-hand side. There's the other side. Can't see that bulb. I like that. It's very simple. Nice view. Even those reflections, those are quite nice. They've done a nice job of mapping that out. And that's it. Alright, well, that's not too bad. That's actually a pretty cool shot with the moon in the distance there. Alrighty. Now, according to my timer, we are 14 minutes and 45 seconds into this flight. Let's see here. Take it back to the inside for this, actually. Alright, so, I don't know, about a third of the way through the trip, which sounds about right, I suppose. What did they suggest? They estimated a 37-minute flight. And we're 15 minutes through now. So that's about on par. That is pretty close. Co-pilot's still not back. Did we forget to bring the co-pilot today? Maybe they just assumed Maggie was going to be up here with me. She's actually in the back of the, she's in with the passengers. She's getting petted by everyone right now. We'll have a visit with her at the end of the flight, of course. I have the urge to check the map again, even though we're definitely not close to our destination. Maybe we'll have a look from the outside again. Sun's over there, moon's over there. That's kind of cool. Oh, there we go. Get them both in one shot. That is pretty neat. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually, for sure. Hopefully the camera recording can actually pick them both up, because we don't capture the whole screen with this camera setup. It cuts off a little bit of the sides for sure. You might notice once in a while that we have a little black bar either top or bottom, or even sometimes a little triangle at the side. That's happened a couple of times too. No matter how much I double, triple check, it just happens from time to time. I guess the table shuffles around a little bit, the camera shuffles a little bit. My eyes aren't the greatest. You know, they're not terrible, but not the greatest. Yeah, this is a cool plane. I like it. Funny looking little belly bulge there. I'm not sure why it's so big and round. It's way bigger than the landing gear. Maybe those are the fuel tanks? No, the fuel's in the wings. I don't know. We're definitely off course because we're not supposed to be flying towards the sun. kind of following the coast here. I'm not sure what lake this is. I suppose I could look it up. I got my pilot's phone with me. Is it maybe Lake Shamattawa? I suppose it could be. Yep, it is Shamattawa Lake, I think. That looks like the one. Oh, my map just brought me back home for some reason. There we go. Yeah, that must be what that is. Oh, I don't know actually. It could be. Yeah, I think that is. It probably is. It says that one's in Ontario, but maybe it's just a big enough lake that it spans both provinces. I really don't know, or I could be way wrong, way off. So I'd say we're about halfway through the journey of the day now. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, I just sat up in my chair a little bit by accident. That's funny. So let's see here. Won't let us zoom out anymore. And I'm not sure why our... There we go. Oh, not quite halfway. Not quite, but almost. Pretty close to halfway. Yeah, because in all honesty, when it doesn't show the co-pilot on the internal view, usually it shows the co-pilot from the external view here. But we're only showing a pilot, so maybe there is no co-pilot on board with us. And you know what, actually, I feel like our approach to this airport is actually more straight in from the north anyway, so I might want to keep on this heading, because we're landing on runway 19, I believe. Yeah, runway 19, which if you translate that to what it means, that means it sits aligned with roughly 190 degrees is what they do there. That's how they number the runways. And there's a lot more to it sometimes. There's a lot more that can come into play. But that's the simplest form of explaining it. So 190, we want to come in almost straight in from the north. So I might just stay on top of this course line like we are, and then correct once our airport is in sight. See, I totally meant to do it this way. That was intentional. Oh, right there is where the air is. Interesting. Oh no, that says ATR, not air. Haha. Gotcha. I may as well just keep it like that. And I'll just keep on this heading until we get to the opposite coast of that little inlet there. And then I'll head south from there. That's the plan anyway. I don't know, I'm not a pilot. And the farther into the simulator I get, and the more I learn about pilots and licensing, I'm kind of, you know, a little bit glad that I'm just a simulator pilot and not a real pilot, because there's a lot to learn and remember, and you're not allowed to really make any mistakes. If you make a mistake and it's your fault and it was, you know, kind of a dumb mistake, or even if it's just a bad mistake, they can take your pilot's license and you have to go through the process again. And I don't think it's very cheap. So I think I'm cool with this. I think I'll be a simulator pilot. Because I don't have the best memory, right? I'd be that pilot that would forget to put their landing gear down or something like that and land with their gear up. That'd be me. And in the simulator, there's no consequences. Even in DCS, when you can actually destroy your aircraft, there's no real consequences. Just shame. So it looks like it is a little bit cloudy. Low-laying cloud in this area here. Hopefully it's not too low. We have a good enough visibility to make our approach and land safely. Seems like the ice is thawing off of our aircraft now. Just a tiny bit around that engine there. I do have all of our de-icing and all of that good stuff turned on, but I guess it's pretty cold up here. Now, I haven't really fiddled with this stuff at all. I don't know if there's maybe even a different type of display that we can have activated here. I really don't know. Because I'll be honest, I don't really know how to read these very well. Our heading 154, I understand that. Which is actually pretty good to know. Let's see here. Oh, I see it's corrected our VFR map for us. I did have it kind of spaced partway between the two of them. There we go. See, basically, let's see here. Can we see the runway? Not yet, probably. Well, that's a ways. Yeah, there we are. No airport detail yet. Actually, I suppose I could be referring to my phone for this. As I spin us out of control, right? Almost. Keep an eye on things here. Yeah, it's basically a north to south approach. So let's align our heading here. Maybe even bring this in a little bit. No, not quite. Right there. Yeah, and basically hold it here. Just coming up on half an hour into our flight. 2820 off the ground. And let's see here. We are currently at 28,000 feet, so we are slightly above our maximum altitude. But this thing seems to be having no trouble climbing or maintaining. So I'm actually going to throttle down and nose down a little bit here. I believe our maximum, yeah, 25,000 feet. Let's bring it down a little bit here because we are getting close to our destination anyway. sort of. Suppose I'll kind of aim for that pocket right there. Descend below the cloud level. A little bit less on the throttle. We are down at 23,000 feet now. We do have 4,280 feet of runway at Shamattawa Airport, so we should have no trouble getting this thing stopped in time. It's not actually classed as a STOL aircraft, but it has very impressive, I don't know what you call it, takeoff and landing requirements. Down at 15,000 feet, just above the cloud level now. Big sigh from Maggie from the back of the cabin there. .260 knots. Looks like it is some fairly low-laying cloud there. I don't know if we necessarily want to cruise below it. Let's see what that looks like. Map out of the way, we don't really need that. See, we are down fairly low here. Down at 5,000 feet. I don't know if we want to really get too much lower than that. Yeah, we'll just float float along the top of the clouds here for now. Maybe even see what that does for us. Well, it doesn't really show any detail. Is it that flat here? So that's not too bad, I suppose. And it looks like a... Oh, I was going to say a pretty thin layer, but then it thickened up there. Let's have a look. Let's turn our lights on right now. Make ourselves visible. Let's have a look at this. Oh, looks like nothing still there. Let's have a look here. Okay. Not too far off. Oh. There we go. So it'll be a couple minutes over our flight time for sure. We're just passing 34 minutes. And they did estimate a 37-minute flight time. I don't think we'll be down in on the runway in 3 minutes. But, I don't know, sometimes those estimates are bang on, and sometimes they're way off. Today's not too bad, you know, maybe 10 minutes off. And I think we may have actually overcorrected our heading here. Because I think 170 would be closer to where we are. We want to be closer to 190. Get quite low visibility here. That makes me a little bit nervous for landing, for sure. There we go, that's not too bad. Luckily this thing does stop pretty quick when it's operating properly. My goodness, very low visibility here. I feel like if this were a real airline, we would be delayed or something. But I really don't know, maybe not. They're professionals, I'm not. Oh, not sure why it's lighting up the search bar. It's kind of distracting. Go. And I have not pre-flown this trip at all, so I don't know really what this airport looks like. I keep wanting to correct, but I think I need to be... Actually, I could probably... I'm clicking and dragging up, or sorry, down, but it's moving up. Still no detail there. Cruising at 3,700 feet. Oh, I accidentally hopped over to the other chair there. It's too bad that I cannot see any sort of indication of an airport up ahead. No blinking lights, no strip of lights for the runway. That looks like a thick cloud that we're about to fly through. This could be a little bit of a scary landing. Landing is not exactly my strength. Well, I mean, it's probably the hardest part about flying. Flying level is easy, as long as you're paying attention. Even taking off is pretty easy. Sometimes the rudder can get away on you, but it's pretty easy. Nope, still nothing there. A little bit of a clearing in the fog here. There we go. Still nothing. That's weird. Very good chance I might have to do a go around and have a look at this place before I land. So we're getting pretty close and I still don't see anything. Come on. There you go. Oh, lovely. Some more thick clouds up ahead, it looks like. At least they're nice looking. Close that for a moment. Funny how this VFR map keeps resetting on me. I get it all set up nicely so I can see my range, and then I like move my chair or something, and then it's out of whack again. Oh, I just did that. That was me. Maybe that's what's going on. Oh man. Doing here? See, I feel like I should be able to see an image of the landing strip there, the runway and the taxiways and all that stuff. It seems kind of weird that I can't see any of that yet. Mind you, I guess I can't see the circle around it where it usually shows the dotted line. I feel like that shows up usually shortly before the runway details, the schematics. That could be, no, that's too close. That's not it. Yeah, a little ways to go yet. About 30 miles it looks like. I don't know. It says 35 there, and it's, you know, if we go to 20 we can't see it, so that's how I come to that conclusion. I'm still learning how to use a lot of these features. And that's why I'm not a real pilot. Because I'm flying an airliner without knowing how to read a map. Kind of scary when you look at it that way, isn't it? Bring it into 20. Pretty close, eh? Yeah, I'd say we're 20 miles out now. 20 nautical miles, that is. I thought I just saw a light flash. But I might not have. No, I didn't. I imagined it. Well, there we go. It's clearing a little bit. Shouldn't be long now. I feel like I've been saying that for like the last 10 minutes. We're at 45 minutes now. This will easily be an hour-long flight, I would say. Because I thought we were going to be down on the ground in 10 minutes, but it's been 10 minutes and it doesn't seem like we've gone that far. There we go. There's our landing strip. And we are like perfectly in line with it. That is awesome. Oh, is it way out there? Well, I'm going to lower the landing gear now. And we are locked in. We are on final approach for Charlie Zulu Tango Mike, Shamattawa Airport. Should not be long now until we can see our airstrip or some sort of hints of an airport. Hope you've enjoyed the flight. Don't forget to give Maggie some belly rubs on your way out. Looks like our plane's getting a little bit iced up again. Oh, there it is. I see it. Alrighty. Let's get that map out of the way now. Get our flaps angled for landing. And let's get corrected here. Slightly off course there. Alrighty. Whoops. Goodness. There we go. wow. Did you see how fast that thing stopped? That's kind of amazing. Alrighty. Now, I'm not 100% sure where we taxi off to here. Oh, we're in reverse again. I don't really see any sort of turn-offs or anything here. Any, what do you call those? Ramps? Off-ramps? That's not what they're called. Taxiways. We'll call it a taxiway because I can't think of the word. Where are we supposed to park? Maybe just over by those buildings, I guess. Alright. Guess we'll just head off over here. Suppose we can turn that off. Now, wait, what was that on the map? Buildings. There's buildings on the map. Those have got to be the ones. So usually we got like a crew or something waiting for us here, eh? I'm not sure what's up with that. Oh well. Engage our parking brake here. Definitely turn that off now. And let's start turning stuff off. Okay, and there is a chance that I might have a little bit of trouble getting this aircraft turned off. We'll see. Oh. Okay, and then we go. Nope, not that one. Okay. Where was that? Nope. We're getting there. Okay, that works. I know that's not exactly how you're supposed to shut it down, but you know what? It does the trick. Now, where do I do this? There we go. There we go. We're here. All ready to go. Or, you know, out of the airplane, not go again. Goodness. Well, get this back to its spot. There we go. We're at Shamattawa Airport in Manitoba. And next time we're going to be flying an A-10C to Charlie Juliet Bravo 6 God's Lake. That's a pretty awesome name. I definitely chose it because it's called God's Lake. That's just a really cool name. So, this is an hour-long video in just a few minutes. That's pretty wild. And you know what? I keep forgetting to tell you. I got a new mouse. I'm pretty happy about this Razer Basilisk mouse. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not. Whoops, forgot to return the throttles. Anyways, here's Maggie at the back of the plane. Hey, just hanging out in the ATR. Hey, Maggie. I'll be honest with you all, Maggie has not eaten her dinner from last night still. She's protesting. I'm not sure why. But yeah, she's not eating right now. She's being picky. So, hopefully she can develop an appetite again soon. Maybe I'll take her outside in a little bit here and get some fresh air. That'd be good for her too. She's pretty cute. Hey Maggie, you're a good girl. A little bit of a sigh there, yeah. Poor dog. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. A little bit on the longer side today, I suppose, but you know what? That's the way flying goes, I suppose. It's not very often you take flights that are an hour long. I don't know, that's a pretty short flight. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. Don't forget to check out my buddy Sim Famous's channel. He's my wingman, he's a good friend, and he's an excellent live streamer, narrator, great guitar player, and he has an excellent sense of humor. He's a good person, good friend to have, for sure. In this corner, you'll see our Heat My Shorts logo. In this corner, Sim Famous's YouTube channel. Hop over there and give him a subscribe if you haven't already. And up here, some playlists for you to click and enjoy. Hope you all have a great day. I love you all, and we will hang out again sometime soon. I promise. It's been Heat My Shorts with Maggie and Steve. The Maggie Show. Bye-bye.